Devontae Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro. Abdullah Mason jumps up to number 2 in the WBO rankings, and let me tell y'all something, bro. He will dog walk Keyshawn Davis, in my opinion. Yeah, I know people don't like to hear that shit. Oh, how can you say that? Abdullah Mason ain't fought nobody. Neither is Keyshawn Davis, bro. And Abdullah Mason just looks like a better fighter. And at every point in their life, he's always been a better fighter. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. We live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. We also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I ask that you join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams, the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. The email address is knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. But let's get it cracking. So, Abdullah Mason jumping to number 2 in the WBO at 135 pounds is a big deal to me, because that means that I think the young man could get a title shot within the next year. And we know who the champion is in the WBO. That's Keyshawn Davis. So that's why we're going to talk about Keyshawn in this video. And their fight is being built up as they're on the same card in a week and a half from now. On June the 7th, Abdullah Mason is going to be the co-main event to Keyshawn Davis' title defense against Edwin De Los Santos. Now, here's why I say Abdullah Mason dog walks him, and here's why I say he's been better than Keyshawn Davis at every point of their lives. Number one, I think, in my personal opinion, Keyshawn Davis, when you look at his resume, a lot of people are just going off the eye test. Same for Abdullah Mason. So let's start right there before people act like, oh, how could you say that? Keyshawn is world champion. Keyshawn is it. Well, just like Keyshawn, just like people would say Abdullah Mason ain't fought nobody and he's been match made for and he has hand-picked opponents, I'd say the same thing for Keyshawn Davis. So when we talk about them in this video, we're going off of both eye tests, right? We're not talking about anything where we can say factually that Keyshawn Davis has just fought this extremely high level of competition. When you really pull back the curtains on his resume, you got a win against Denise Berinchik, who didn't look like a world beater at any point in his career, who was 36 years old, past his prime, when Keyshawn Davis fought him. And he had a long and extensive amateur career, so he's up there. He had a lot of amateur fights, started his professional career later on in life, and he hasn't looked impressive really at all. And it was a foregone conclusion that Keyshawn Davis would win that fight. Then you look at guys like Jose Pedraza that Keyshawn Davis has fought. Bro, he brought Jose Pedraza down to 135 pounds when Pedraza hadn't been there in about 5 years at the time that he fought him. I believe he fought Pedraza in like 2023, maybe 24. And Pedraza hadn't fought at 135 pounds in about 4 or 5 years. And he too was in his mid-30s, bro. You're starting to see a trend here. Gustavo Limons coming down from 140 is what he was supposed to do, but he was so out of shape, didn't take his camp serious at all. He missed weight by 6 pounds, bro. 6 pounds. And if you go watch the fight, go look at Gustavo Limons. Look like hot garbage doing jump shot jabs. Not even exaggerating, bro. He was doing jump shot jabs. He was doing jabs like he was Steph Curry, jumping from the goddamn three-point line trying to hit Keyshawn with a punch, all out of position. Just looked like hot garbage in that fight the entire time he was fighting, on top of not being in shape and not taking his camp serious and missing weight by 6 fucking pounds, bro. There was some speculation that, oh, he did it on purpose because he's trying to bully Keyshawn. He really coming to win. I had that thought that might be the case, but then you get to fight night, that boy looked like hot doo-doo. Like he didn't take that shit serious at all. So when you look at Keyshawn Davis and his tough fight against Nahir Albright, I think Nahir Albright is the best fighter and the best win on his resume. That's the one time he fought somebody in his prime that was still viable. And Nahir Albright gave him all he can handle, right? Same thing for Abdullah Mason in terms of you have to go off the eye test because he hasn't fought anybody either. So when we go off of the eye test of these two fighters, since both of them have not fought a high level of competition, and we look at both of them, Abdullah Mason has been far more impressive. Far more impressive. His power looks better than Keyshawn Davis's. His hand speed and agility and athleticism look nasty compared to Keyshawn Davis. He's nasty on the inside, stopping guys on the inside. His body work and combination, he just looks like a better fighter. And when I say that he's been better his entire life, I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. But for me, bro, eye test for eye test, just looking at both of these fighters, I like the southpaw. Abdullah Mason's a southpaw, so that's going to be a huge advantage when we matching these two fighters up, because southpaw fighters fight orthodox fighters all the time. Orthodox fighters don't see a lot of southpaw. Keyshawn Davis had to lie and say that Denise Berinchik was a southpaw fighter. I knocked him out when he was standing at southpaw. You knocked him out when he was out of position and he reached and lunged in and he was wide open to the body. Because he threw a right hand lunging in and he fell off balance, and so he just happened to have his right foot in front of his left foot, which is technically the southpaw stance, and you hit him to the body. But he ain't no goddamn southpaw fighter. So Abdullah Mason would have the advantage being a southpaw, having the angle advantage, having the foot advantage, and having that straight left hand lined up for him, and he's used to fighting orthodox fighters. So that's one advantage. The other advantage is Abdullah Mason looks stronger and younger, and he punches stronger and younger. He has more knockouts than Keyshawn Davis has fights. He has more professional experience. Go argue with yourself. So eye test wise, he looks faster, stronger, he's bigger than Keyshawn Davis. And when I say he's always been better than Keyshawn Davis, he's a prodigy, bro. The only reason Keyshawn Davis went to the Olympics is because Abdullah Mason was so good he turned pro at a younger age, bro. He turned pro at a younger age. And on top of that, when you look at the amateur tournaments that they did compete in, they both were in youth nationals. They both competed in the junior open championships. They competed in all that shit. Abdullah Mason won them bitches. Keyshawn Davis always finished as a runner-up or third place or made it to the semifinals or some shit. So the same tournaments that they competed in, Abdullah Mason won them bitches, and Keyshawn Davis got second or got a semifinal and all that shit. Go look it up, bro. And same tournament, Abdullah Mason was competing in them and winning them at a younger age. So they compete in the same tournament. Abdullah Mason would be 14. Keyshawn Davis would be like 15 or 16. Abdullah Mason would be winning those tournaments, bro. I think he's the second best fighter at 135 pounds. I think he dog walks Keyshawn Davis, bro, and does him dirty. Oh, Abdullah Mason, chinny KO. He got put down 2 times. He chinny. Listen, dog. Bud Crawford got put down by Yuriokas Gamboa. Not put down. He got wobbled badly by Yuriokas Gamboa. He got put down by Mean Machine. He got put down by Mean Machine. Bernard Hopkins lost his first fucking fight or some shit, bro. It's not really to me, because everybody get caught. For me, it's never about when you get caught with a shot. Virgil Ortiz got put down by Mean Machine too. And then look at how he looked against fucking Madrimov. Look at what he was able to do against Bahachuk, who put him down also. Getting put down, bro, that's like, oh, okay, damn, you got put down. The most important thing is how you react to it. How did Abdullah Mason react to that little bit of adversity? Put it in the comment section. So I know for a fact that boy a dog. Can you say the same about Keyshawn? What adversity has he faced? I'm just simply, in the adversity that he did face, he kept Louis, never overcame the hump. I haven't seen him face adversity professionally yet, but I know he faced a lot of adversity as an amateur, losing 4 times to Andy Cruz, and he never figured that out. He never figured out how to get over that and get to the other side. I saw Abdullah Mason get put down, get up, and beat a motherfucker up. I take that because I know what I'm going to get. So I've had this debate on the channel before. We've talked about this before, but I think it's important to bring it back to the forefront because both of these guys are fighting in a week and a half on the same card. And Abdullah Mason just became number 2 in the WBO, which is the sanctioning body that Keyshawn Davis holds the belt in. Keyshawn Davis stick around another year and a half. He ain't getting the Tank Davis fight. If he don't get the Tank fight, Keyshawn Davis versus Abdullah Mason for Abdullah Mason's first title shot. Sign me up. I got Abdullah doing him greasy, bro. Doing him bad. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Comment below, smash a like, sub up. I see y'all soon. Peace. Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro.